The death toll from an outbreak of bird flu in China rose to 7 today. That might not seem like a lot, but Asian stocks are under pressure as fear grows that the virus will spread out of control. Bloomberg reporter Olivia Stearns is here to tell us about that and more. Olivia, how concerned should we be?
Hi, Stephanie. Well, so far, officials are playing down the threat, saying we won't see a repeat of SARS, the flu virus that killed 800 people a decade ago. Today, though, a 7th person died from H7N9. That's the new strain of avian influenza. A further 17 people are reported to be currently infected. All of those cases have been in eastern China. Now, airline stocks sank on fears flu deaths may deter people from traveling. Shares in EVA Airways and China Airlines both fell 6% today. Meanwhile, the Hang Seng, the Hong Kong benchmark, fell on Friday almost 3%. Today, though, it finished ever so slightly higher. The Shanghai Composite is 0.6% off today. That's after being closed for 2 days. Now, the so-called fear trade really becomes clear when you compare the sell-off in stocks and airlines to the number of stories on H7N9 that actually hit the wires. One company, though, is popping on outbreak fears. Shares in BioCryst Pharmaceuticals jumped 29% Friday. The last time I checked this morning, they were up some 18%. That's the company that developed the leading intravenous treatment for the avian flu called Permavir. Now, the Chinese FDA said in a statement they've expedited approval of that drug. Meanwhile, the World Health Organization said last week the virus is also sensitive to Roche's Tamiflu and to Glaxo's Relenza treatment. Chinese health officials, though, Steph, they're saying they have, quote, adequate anti-flu medicines.
Well, what kind of impact could this have on the economy if the virus does spread?
Well, the key thing really to keep in mind here is that no cases of human-to-human transmission have been reported yet. That is the key thing. Once that starts happening, that's when officials fear it has actually gone viral. Now, at the peak of the SARS crisis back in 2003, the Chinese economy was still chugging along at double-digit growth. At its worst, GDP contracted from about 10.8% to just 7.9%. The market did bounce back quickly from that, but today, 7.9%, that's the starting point. So there is a sense that this time the economy is weaker and perhaps less prepared to deal with a crisis.